Welcome to Psychological Explorations with Dr. Michael Axelman and Daniela. We'll be exploring in more detail today the writings of James Allen as we review his collection of inspirational writings, The Gift of Inner Peace. We'll begin today with his thoughts on success more generally and the importance of beginning in the right way with the right attitude. Life is full of beginnings. They are the most important things in life. Loving, gentle, kind, unselfish, and pure thoughts are right beginnings, leading to blissful results. Sincerity. There can be no self-respect without it. Thus, the sincere man does not do or say that which he would be ashamed of were it brought to light. Let the act of the moment be governed by the deep, abiding purpose of the heart. Man is fitted for conquest, but the conquest of territory will not avail. He must resort to the conquest of self. Self-command is gained only by persistent practice. And this notion of persistent practice is one of the very important themes that runs through all of Allen's writing. That we're creating new habits and releasing bad habits. Courage, self-reliance, sincerity, generosity, and kindness. These are the virtues which constitute a robust manhood. And the path of inner peace. We explored Allen's most famous book, As a Man Thinketh, in a previous podcast. And I quote, which is really a summary of his main theme throughout that book: man cannot be separated from his mind. His life cannot be separated from his thoughts. The key focus on simplicity through all of Allen's writing. Simple in all its parts, because the heart which governs it is pure and strong. The inner life, improving one's thinking, one's feeling. The inner life, the state of blessedness. You may bring about that improved condition in your outward life which you desire if you unswervingly resolve to improve your inner life. Allen highlights the importance of duty. And he sees duty in a very focused way, and one that involves the mastery of concentration and undivided attention. Intelligent concentration of the mind on the work to be done. Undivided attention. Honesty. Saying what you mean, meaning what you say. Linked so closely to sincerity. Allen contrasts economy and liberality, being liberal, The economy is the side of the coin in which energy is conserved by avoidance of enervating self-indulgences, sensual habits, behaviors that give away energy, that leak energy, and the giving of thoughts more freely, deeds, sympathy, goodwill, including generosity towards opponents. And finally, the notion of self-control, self-mastery, which includes patience, purity, gentleness, kindness, steadfastness. Alan identifies some little gems of wisdom, and I'm going to report some of these great ones from this chapter here. If you have lost faith in human nature, discover where you have gone wrong yourself. Deliberate beforehand, but in the time for action, do not hesitate. Wisdom cannot be found in books or travel, in learning or philosophy. It is acquired by practice only. Experience, the lived experience. This is the secret of health, a pure heart and a well-ordered mind. This is the secret of success, an unfaltering faith and a widely directed purpose. And one of his most classic sayings, men do not attract that which they want, but that which they are. A man must know himself if he is to know the truth. And more on the way of wisdom. To live in love is to work in joy. Love is the magic which transforms all things into power and beauty. Man attains in the measure that he aspires. Compassion, sympathy, and love, these three are identical. The clearing out process, and this here we are identifying this process of removing those thoughts that are not serving. The clearing out process, whether of one's mind, home, or place of business, is not a light and easy one, but it ends in comfort and repose. To refuse to be enslaved by any outward thing or happening, regarding all such things and happenings for your use, for your education. This is wisdom. So powerful. If every challenge that emerges can be seen as an opportunity to grow, to develop, this is wisdom. And in closing, Alan brings in this eternal light. The right thinker has discovered and acquired the right attitude toward men and things, the attitude of profound and loving repose. And this is not resignation. It is wisdom. It is not indifference, but watchful and penetrating insight. He has comprehended the facts of life. He sees things as they are. He sees that the universe is upheld by justice. He cannot be partisan. His sympathy is with all. And in closing, to arrive at the freedom and joy of simplicity, one must not think less. He must think more. Only the thinking must be set to a high and useful purpose, and must be concentrated on the facts and duties of life. Thank you for joining us today in our discussion of the inspirational writings of James Allen. Look forward to connecting with you in future podcasts.